Hey guys, today we're going to review this Trader Joe's chocolate croissants. This is there's 4 of them in the box. They look very brown and fluffy. It says basically just proof or let it rise overnight and bake. And I'm not going to do overnight. I'm actually going to do it this morning and maybe have it for dinner tonight. So this is there's 4 chocolate croissants. Again, this is Trader Joe's. They are they were $4.50 at Trader Joe's, and Eric recommended it, so thank you for recommending these. 1 croissant is 320 calories, which doesn't sound too off the bat. Depends on how big they get. There's the rest of the information. So basically what you do, and the font is really horrible. So you place the frozen pastry seam side down 4 to 5 inches apart on a very lightly buttered or paper lined, which I'll use parchment paper, baking sheet. Uncover croissants to sit at room temperature for 9 hours overnight. You'll be astounded by how much these grow. And then once they've proofed for 9 hours, you're going to preheat your oven to 350. And basically, if you want it shinier, you can brush egg on it and then let it bake for 20 to 25 minutes. So I'm going to get these out and put them on a baking sheet, and then I'll let you see what they look like when I come back. Hey, when you take them out of the box, they're in this little plastic tray, and I've got just a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, and it says 4 to 5 inches apart. So I'm gonna, I don't know if I can fit all these on here. Maybe like that. That's probably 4 or 5 inches. Yeah, I think I'm 4 or 5 inches away from everything, from the edges. So these are basically literally going to sit all day long. And we'll see how big they get later on. I'll definitely show you once they've risen after the 9 hours. I'll let you see what they look like. I just want to give you an update. It's been about 7 hours. They have a couple hours to go, but they've definitely puffed up quite a bit. So that's surprising that they've gotten that big. So a couple more hours and they'll go in the oven. Okay, this is after 9 hours, literally. They're very thick and raised up. They feel like puff balls, like balloons. So the oven's preheating to 350 right now. And so what I'm going to do is once the oven's preheated, I'm going to stick these in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes until they're crisp and quite brown is what it says. So it says light golden croissants will not be thoroughly baked. So you want them very, very brown. And then you cool them off for 10 minutes before you eat them. So again, 20 to 25 minutes till they're very, very brown at a 350-degree oven, and then I'll be back when they're done cooking. Okay, here they are out of the oven. Let's fix that in the microwave. Out of the oven, and they were actually in 25 minutes. I put them for 22, and they really weren't brown enough. They were just that really light brown you see right in the middle. That's what they kind of were at 22. So I'll put them in there an extra 3 minutes, so they're good and crispy on the outside. They smell wonderful. So they're supposed to cool off for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna let them sit for 10 minutes, let them cool off, and then I'll cut into it and let you see what it looks like and what they taste like, most importantly. All right, here it is, and kind of manipulating the camera around it. They're very fluffy, so when you cut them, it's kind of squishes it. But you can see the layers upon layers inside there. I know there's chocolate in there because there it is, right there on the end. So let's move the camera back.
I'm here. I wanted to try white. I'm going to pick it up with my fingers. I can see the chocolate's on the outside of mine.
I think you're better off just pulling it apart.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. It's all bread, though. I mean, you do get a little bit of that chocolate flavor, but
I'm trying to think. That chocolate is a very familiar tasting chocolate. Like a Hershey's Kiss.
I don't know where that went. It's good. if you like a croissant, then it's really good. But I honestly think I would like the bread with butter on it and no chocolate. You know? Mm-hmm. Just cutting the bread, putting butter on it with no chocolate at all. I think I would have liked it better.
The chocolate is like a Hershey Kiss.
But there's not much of it.
And there's not much of it. It's a very thin layer, of course, by the time it melts. Oh, it's thicker there.
But that's how thick it was a while ago when I tried it. It still didn't have a ton of flavor.
It just kind of spreads out. It's good, but I think once you get it home and you have to lay it out for how many hours?
9.
You have to lay it out. So you have to have the forethought that I'm going to have these in the morning or at night or whenever you're going to have them. You have to think about this 9 hours ahead of time. Then you have to unbox them. So take them out of the box and lay them out. I'm assuming that's what you had to do. Mm-hmm. And then they have to lay there all day or all night while you're in bed asleep.
Right.
And then you have to cook them for 20 minutes. I don't know. To me,
seems like a lot of effort for what you get.
Kevin and I eat things that aren't a lot of trouble, and I guess we've gotten spoiled that way. But we eat, a lot of just boxed food stuff,
which is not necessarily good for you.
It's not necessarily good for you, but I mean, you're talking about a chocolate laden croissant anyway, so it's not necessarily good for you.
No,
it's 300 and almost 400 calories,
right.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're talking about something that's not good for you anyway. So, prepackaged, who cares when you're comparing it to this?
Right.
But I just think we've gotten spoiled, and we like to eat things that are already ready.
Or
close to being ready. And then to have to cook them for 20 minutes and then wait another 10 minutes. I just think it's a lot of effort to have to go to.
It is.
So
they are good though.
They're
Don't get
good.
me wrong. They're good.
The flavor of them, they're good.
And the texture is good. The flaky layers is wonderful. Like I said, I would have preferred just to have a croissant like baking it up without the chocolate. Slice it up, slather some butter on it, and eat them like that. That would have been. And I think they do sell these without the chocolate, just regular croissants.
They probably do, but I think Eric had recommended that we get the ones with the chocolate, and they're good. And other people have said, "Oh, I've had those, and they're really, really good."
Yeah, they are very good.
They are, but for me personally, I would rather, if I'm going to use almost 400 calories, I would rather have like a Krispy Kreme donut because I'm more of a donut, sugary type person if I'm going to go ahead and spend that many calories. So if you like croissants and you don't mind going to the trouble, then go ahead and try these because they are good. Mm-hmm. It's just not something that we would buy again.
Right.
So thanks for watching.